What's going on, ballers? Thanks so much for tuning in again, and welcome back to another BigJBasketball box break video. We are only breaking one box in this video today, and it is right here, this eBay authenticated package, because this is the conclusion of the Kobe Bryant consolidation project we started here on the channel over 3 months ago. If you need a refresher on the first two parts of this, I'll drop links for those in a pinned comment and in the description to this video as well. But the whole point behind this consolidation was to move a bunch of lower end Kobe Bryant cards, like some raw rookie cards and some other kind of low end cards, off to consignment. All those sold a while ago. That was all detailed in part 2, showing all the sales we got from all those cards. And I've been trying to finish this project for a long time. I've been bidding on all kinds of cards and losing over and over and over again. Finally bid on this card and won. So you're gonna find out pretty soon what's in this package. But before we show off what the final card is, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick recap of everything that was sold. So we'll go back and take a look at a quick Excel spreadsheet with a list of all the cards we consigned for this project, how much they sold for. So you'll get a look at the budget I had in line for this. And I ended up going just a little bit over budget. I stayed pretty close. But again, losing cards over and over again, I was getting tired of not being able to find the card I wanted to upgrade into. So we finally have it completed here. So again, before we look at the final version, let's go take a look at how we got here and what all the consignment cards sold for. All right, so before we unveil the result of this consolidation project, let's take a quick look back at everything we sold and how much we made from all this. So this first group of cards here, looking down at the description, all basically just low-end rookie stuff, nothing super crazy or rare here. And looking at the actual payout, this is what we netted after consignment fees. So for the most part, between 10 and 20 bucks per card. There was a few that made a little bit more, like this Ultra Rookie sold for almost 30, and about 26 bucks for this Upper Deck Rookie Exclusives insert. But for the most part, between 10 and 20 bucks for all these base rookies. As we scroll down, again, nothing crazy here, mostly low-end stuff. This Gravity Denied insert was by far the most expensive card that we sold. But all in all, nothing crazy, mostly low-end stuff. And we got almost 500 bucks total from everything. And then after consignment fees, we were left with a little over 383 bucks. So not a bad return for mostly low-end cards, things I could always buy back again if I really needed to. But now that we've gotten a reminder on what was included in here and how much we made, now let's go and take a look. We'll do the final unveiling of the new card. All right, it's now time for the moment of truth. We're gonna unveil the card that we upgraded into for my Kobe Bryant collection. So you just got done seeing that all the cards that were sent to consignment resulted in a net of about $383. It was like $383 and change. I won this card on eBay for $425. So I went about 40 bucks over budget. But again, I was totally fine doing that. The last consolidation project, I actually ended up under budget. So I was fine using a couple extra bucks for this one right here. So let's see what we got. So, oh, we can see it already. Kobe Bryant. All right, the only thing we can see, it says Kobe Bryant and it's X Mint. So it's only a PSA 6, but it's a refractor. Boom. Bowman's Best Rookie Year Kobe Refractor from the Bowman's Best Picks subset. Okay, so first things first, you might be asking yourself, why did I buy a PSA 6? Well, these cards are tough to grade. The ones in a high grade, even like PSA 8, are super expensive. So like 9s and 10s, forget about it. I can't afford those at all. And let's take this out of the package as we're talking about it. So PSA 6 was more in my range of what I could afford. I maybe could have afforded a PSA 7, but I hadn't really seen any come up for auction. And the reason I'm okay with a PSA 6, especially for the price, is considering that even raw copies of this sell really well. And if you try and look at auctions for raw copies that pop up every now and again, they're typically in pretty rough shape. A lot of times there's significant damage to them. A lot of times they're miscut. I saw actually a raw copy just sell pretty recently on eBay. If you check eBay's recent sales, you'll see a raw copy that sold for a lot cheaper than this. However, very sneakily in the description, they put M-C for, or M/C for miscut. So I think a lot of the raw ones that are being sold are probably like people tried to grade them and they came back with issues, or they cracked really low graded copies that didn't look great and are selling them raw. So I was fine buying a PSA 6 because the eye appeal is great on this card. I mean, just looking at it, could you even tell that this is a PSA 6? I mean, I don't know. Unless you look at it really closely, it looks awesome to me. So I can tell right away, one thing I know that's off is the centering. I think this bottom border here should be roughly the same size as this top border. So you can see the top border is a lot smaller than the bottom border. But again, so many copies that I see, especially raw ones for sale, have horrible centering. So this one actually looks better than a lot of other ones I've seen. And in terms of anything else wrong with the card, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I might need to wipe down the slab itself. So I think a lot of the kind of scuffs I see are on the slab. So like kind of a scuff right there. There might be a little bit of a surface issue here, but again, I can barely even see it zoomed in on a video. So I think anyone looking at this card is not gonna, if you kind of covered up the grade and said, what grade do you think this card got? I don't know if most people would say it got a 6. So in terms of eye appeal, I think it's an awesome looking card. There is no greening on this whatsoever. A lot of the older chrome cards, especially the refractors, have issues with, hulking or greening, where Kobe is essentially starting to turn green. Like you've probably seen it a lot on the Topps Chrome refractors from this year, from 96. A lot of them have really bad greening issues. So, and those are so much more expensive anyway. I'd rather spend a lot less and get this awesome looking die cut with a great refractor shine and no greening. I also like they have the kind of facsimile signature right here, which is pretty cool, especially because Kobe changed his signature so many times over the years. That's actually what his signature looked like way back in 1996. Something they don't really do on cards anymore because actual autographed cards are so much more popular than they used to be. But wow. Not much else to say about this except this is now one of the top cards in my Kobe collection. Not in terms of value, I still have some more valuable ones. I still have a 2013 Kaboom and a couple autographs and things like that. So in terms of value, it's might be top 5 in my Kobe collection, but this is one of those cards that I thought was just going to be out of reach for a long time. Never thought I'd really have the ability to pick up a rookie year refractor like this. So for me, the consolidation project was definitely worth it. I'd love to hear what you think. You can drop a like, drop a comment below, and let me know what you thought about this. Would you be okay with essentially trading or consigning all the cards that you just saw in the previous segment of the video and getting this as a result? For me, I would do this 100 times out of 100. I didn't sell anything that I couldn't easily buy back again if I really wanted to. So it doesn't really feel like I'm missing out on anything. And this is just such an awesome card that I was collecting Kobe cards back when he was a rookie in 1996, and then in 97, still during his rookie year, I was buying a lot of his rookie cards. I never would have been able to afford something like this even back then, obviously because I was just a kid, and even though they were a lot cheaper back then, still one of those cards that just seemed out of reach for a really long time. So super pumped to finally add it. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this consolidation, and thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next video.